Okay, my name is Sally Barney. I'm a resident of Sunset Home and have been since 2010. Seems like years and years ago, but I came here because I knew the reputation of the place and the fact that I have I have a history of being not only my grandmother being on the board of directors, but when my mother needed a place to stay, why she came here, and she was here in the 80s. And then I decided that this would be a good place for me, and I've been very satisfied with it here. But it's kind of nice to think back and think that my mother and grandmother were both here at one time. And when we were looking through some of the old pictures here, I found a picture of my mother here. And I understand that she used to do quite a bit of reading of poetry, because when she went to school, why they were encouraged to memorize lots of poetry. And my sister said that she came over one day and my mother was seated in the middle of a group of women, and she was reciting all this poetry that she could remember from back. And she was in her 80s at that time. 80s? Yeah, in the 80s. Well, one thing that really made me feel at home here was knowing that there were resident cats. Because I've always had a cat, and I've enjoyed having cats. And that interested in me right there. And they treat us very nicely. The food's good, and I eat more than I probably should. But there are so many things that we can do. We have people that come in to entertain us, to talk with us, to visit with us. There are certainly a number of volunteers that come here, and that makes it awfully nice. You don't feel so separated from the world about.